talking to UMR. My name is Mark, and I'll be reviewing Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 8, No One. So the way this works is I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe. If you haven't not subscribed, like if you like this video, dislike if you don't like it, and comment what you thought of the episode. Your opinion is just as fucking valid as mine, because I'm kind of an idiot. So, moving on. The way I like to do these is I'm going to give you a quick little non-spoilery synopsis in case you haven't seen the episode, and then I'll give you my rating then. In between 1 and 5, I'll just use my hands. And then, if you haven't seen the episode, I'm going to ask you to leave, because I don't want to get in trouble for spoilers, and I'm going to start spoiling heavy. And then I'm going to discuss the episode completely, all the way around the world, everything that happened in that episode, or Westeros and the other one. I can't remember the Eastern Continent right now. Anyways, been a long day, been a long week, and good episode. Really great episode. So let's just get on with the non-spoiler synopsis. Okay, so we get to find out what's going on with Arya. Last episode ended with Arya getting a lot of holes in her gut, a lot of stabby stabs, and we figure out what happens with that, and that's a kind of bit of a cool little stuff going on. And then we get more Hound stuff. We get to see some characters we haven't seen since Season 3, and lots of stuff going on with over in the Riverlands, and we didn't get to see any stuff in the North. We didn't see any of that. We didn't see Jon Snow, no Sansa. But we did see a really awesome reunion, which I'm not really going to get into, but really cool reunion. And yeah, what did I think of the episode? Episode was fun. I don't know, 4 out of 5. Fucking fine episode. It didn't anger me at all. Tiny little things they could have done a little bit more. But besides that, it was a fine episode. Alright, moving. So, get out of here if you don't want to be spoiled, because I'm going to drop the spoiler bombs. Boom. Right now, get out of here. The way I like to do this is I usually like to start with the wall and then go all the way down Westeros, go across the narrow sea, work my way to Marine, up to Vasathrak if we're there, and then over to Bravos, cross the narrow sea, and then north of the wall. That's how I usually like to do this. But nothing happened to the wall. I think the northernmost thing that happened was the Riverland stuff, so I'm going to get into actually the Riverlands first, and then over to what's going on with the Hound and the Brotherhood of Banners second, and then I'll move south to King's Landing, and then Marine, and then Bravos. So that's the order I'll do this. Okay, 3 minutes gone by and I haven't even started yet. Alright, so really cool right away at the beginning. We get a couple really awesome reunions. Podrick Payne, one of my favorite characters, the guy with the magic cock, and Brianna Tarf, another one of my favorite characters, meets up with Jaime and Bronn. That little scene right away at the beginning between Bronn and Pod, that's what I love about this show, is in the face of all this stuff, all these, like, fucking wars and these houses fighting these houses, fucking Bronn's just like, alright, let's bullshit, like, I'm gonna fuck with you, and then Pop's kind of got his game on, like, are we gonna fight? And he's like, how you doing, you know? I gotta fight you, teach you how to fight the other way, slaps him in the face. That's good stuff. I really like that, and I really like Bronn and Pop. Okay. Not really insightful stuff going on there. Now let's talk about Brienne and Jaime. And as Bronn was saying, are they fucking? You think they're fucking in there? He wants to fuck her. She wants to fuck him. I'd fuck her. Classic Bronn. And he's not wrong at all. So, man, the sexual tension between those people. And in all honesty, they should hate each other. They should completely hate each other. And they don't, and she wants to give the sword back. It was a really, really powerful scene. I bought into that scene. I love that scene. I was a sucker for that scene. It was really good. I really liked them together. Now, in the books right now, you have Jaime's a lot more of a redemption arc, and he's starting to kind of break up with Cersei going on in the books, and there's more of a tension between those two. There's still a lot of attention, and I really think that that scene, along with some of the other scenes I'm about to talk about, really should start bringing, jumpstart Jaime's redemption arc. I want him to redeem himself. I don't want him to be Cersei's little bitch. And I don't want him to fuck Cersei anymore. He is a better person than she is. And he needs to get that. And they need to stop treating him like the other main villain with her, because I like him so much more when he was... It's like everything that happened in Season 3 when he was traveling with Brienne, he really starts to redeem that amazing hot tub scene in Season 3. He really starts to redeem himself, and I felt like they just been throwing that all away, and that's been one of my biggest complaints about this season and last season when it comes to Jaime. It's one of my biggest complaints, and they finally have that chance to get me to shut up about that, to move on to actually give him that redemption. I feel like this episode right here was kind of his crossroads. He didn't quite go down that redemption, but it definitely, the way this area, this Riverlands little part of this episode ends, they kind of can bring us there, and I really want them to go that way. So that's what I got to say about Jaime right now. So then that scene with Edmure Tully, that's that Jaime I don't like. That really cold-hearted, holy shit, cold-hearted. I'm going to go find your fucking baby you've never met, and I'll catapult him in. Wow! And I think that's actually a reference to books. I might be a little off on that, but yeah, no, that's some hardcore shit there. Yeah, so it worked. His plan to get Edmure Tully, well, I believe I'm saying his name right, goes in there. Blackfish is all fucking pissed about it. That idiot's like, no, I'm going to listen to my lord. That's not your lord talking. That your lord's fucking captain. That is not your... God, these guys are fucking stupid. How did this guy become the captain of the fucking whatever army guards? Hey, that fucking stupid. So Blackfish has to fucking get out of there. They fucking drop. Man, those guys with the flags, they work fast. They're immediately like, all right, we're on the other side of the drawbridge. All right, let's drop the lion flags. That was quick. So Brienne and Pod get off on a boat, and they're trying to get Blackfish to go out with them. And Blackfish has too much honor, very Ned Starkian, and he decides not to go. So we get to see him die off screen, which sucked, which is definitely the worst part of this episode. That's the one negative I had of this episode is how come we didn't get to see fucking Blackfish fight? I mean, that's what I wanted to see. That's an old man taking out like 4 or 5 motherfuckers. I thought that would have been great, but we didn't get to see it. So that siege was really quick, and Blackfish died. So you got Bran and Pod are going down the river. They got some crazy good eyesight. Like, Jaime's like, hey. Bran's like, hey, we're like a mile away from each other, and we're in a river in the dark, and there, lights aren't actually a thing in the time that we live. There are no street lights or anything. If you've ever lived in the woods, you know that it's impossible to fucking see somebody at night, but whatever. Let's wave. That was kind of dumb. But still, moving on about how their eyesight wouldn't be able to see each other, still very, very respectable, fucking beautiful moment between those two is he doesn't tell the guards. He, in all honesty, should. He should, that is his enemy. He should be like, shoot those fuckers down right over there. Everyone has good eyesight. You should be able to see him. But no, he just fucking went, or let them go. That was really awesome. That's that redemption. That's a little bit of that redemption that I was talking about. So we can finally move on. Jaime might finally get it. I hope. Okay. Moving a little over on the Riverlands, we got Brotherhood Without Banners right away. Yeah, those guys were fucking bullshitting, and one dude one pretends to kiss the other guy and shows a finger up his butt. That's some weird shit going on over there. And then Hound shows up with his fucking axe and kills them all. That was awesome. Badass. And then later, the Hound meets up with, I should remember their names right now. Dondarrion, I believe, is the one guy with the eye patch. And Thoros of Mir. That is totally off of memory. I should have written that down, so forgive me if I'm wrong on that name. These names are really hard. But the other Red Priest, the guy who always resurrects, Dondarrion. So they have this nice little scene with, they got the 3 guys who are going to hang them. Good. My biggest complaint about last episode was the Brotherhood Without Banners were just like fucking bandits, and they killed those people. That pissed me off. It didn't make sense. So the fact that Dondarrion and the Red Priest want to hang those 3, there you go. That's the Brotherhood Without Banners I wanted. And then they let the Hound kick the 2 logs out to kill 2 of them. Kind of sucks that they didn't just let him chop them up. Now, the Hound is every bit of the Hound I miss. He is violent, and he is dirty, and he has no filter. Just like me. I'm not so much as violent as the Hound, but I definitely don't have a fucking filter. So, I loved these scenes. But, the Hound that we thought we were going to get, I thought he was going to be redeemed, like, on his way, working through the faith. In the book of the Gravedigger theory, which is not confirmed that that's the Hound, but the Gravedigger theory in the book is he's actually working as a monk and he's found peace. That is not the Hound we got. As far as I'm concerned, this does not confirm the Gravedigger theory at all. Because he was not digging a grave, and he's not a monk, and he's not redeemed in any way. He is not trying to live a life of peace. Hatred still is every bit of him. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. If they didn't want, I'm glad that they didn't half-ass go with the Gravedigger theory. They just went out, did their own thing. I'm okay with that. And I do like this Hound. He's old school. The dialogue between him and the Red Priest and Dondarrion, that is vintage Hound, and I loved every bit of it. And that actor hasn't missed a beat. He has not forgot how to play this amazing, amazing character. Okay, possibly book spoilers, sorry, and another theory, another kind of fan theory that is all but, I think they've actually confirmed it, but I'm not sure. But Brotherhood Without Banners later in the books gets ran by somebody named Lady Stoneheart. And I'm not really going to get into Lady Stoneheart right now, but I will say that she comes up, I believe, from a river after the Red Wedding, and then Dondarrion breathes his life into her and then makes Lady Stoneheart out of this corpse. So it's a corpse that comes to the river, and I'm not going to state who it is. If you already know, you already know. Good job. And he, the priest refuses to do it. He says that this corpse has been dead too long, and so Dondarrion does it. We have been told that the show wasn't going to do Lady Stoneheart, but we came so close, and when the Hound was pissing, we didn't have to see his penis. I'm glad they did that. Unnecessary genitalia, but whatever. We see boobs, and, throw out some penis here and there. But when he's pissing on the river, I really did think the body was going to show up there, and then Dondarrion in that scene was going to happen, which would have been a little off because the body was supposedly from the Red Wedding. So that was now a couple years ago, so that body wouldn't really be anywhere near possible. But it was still so close, I thought it was going to happen, it didn't happen, and that was kind of teasy. Alright, I'm going really slow, so I'm going to move past Riverlands. I'm really excited to see where this is going, and if this is actually going to lead to Crooked Bowl. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to. So, moving on. Down to the castle. It's not Castle Rock. Whatever. King's Landing. Down to King's Landing. We get to see the nice little scene of the priests, guys, whatever, the sparrows, Faith Militant come in to talk, and they're like talking, and Cersei just goes, lets the Hound fucking loose, and they're like trying to talk shit to the Hound, and the Hound just grabs the one and just fucking like tears his head off. Or not the Hound, the Mountain, the zombie Mountain. That is phenomenal. The makeup they got with going on through the zombie Mountain's face with those little eyes, very Jason Voorhees. Loved it. That scene was great. And then the other good scene, or the other scene is in the throne room, Game of Thrones, throne room. There you go. It's been a long day. Everyone shows up. They make fucking Cersei stand with everybody else, which is some fucking terrible shit. And then Tommen says that we're no longer that we've decided, the Faith and me, mostly the Faith, have decided that we're not going to do trial by combats anymore. Boom. That totally is not a nail in the coffin, but that definitely puts a little bit dirt over the Club Game Bowl theory, because if we're not going to do a trial by combat, we're not going to see the Hound of the Mountain fight in the trial by combat. And what the fuck is she going to do if she's not going to get a trial by combat? Because with a normal trial, she's fucked. So, that totally caught me by surprise. That is, again, vintage High Sparrow. Bam! That is some badass shit there. I did not see that coming. That's probably one of my favorite things that's happened in the King's Landing story arc of the season. Just like the last big WTF that the High Sparrow did when they joined the King and the Crown, or the Crown and the Faith. This guy's making massively good and smart moves. I'm in. So, moving on. Let's go across the Narrow Sea, all the way to the Marine. I don't think I skipped anything. All the way to Marine. That joke-telling scene was adorable. Was amazing. That was the scene that, like, this shit's been leading up to, because usually Melisandre, who I have such a big crush on, and Grey Worm and Tyrion, when the three of them are together, it's so awkward. And Varys left, so just those three now. Varys left. Ooh, where's he going? I might have an idea, but I don't know. But, yeah, so, that was hilarious, those jokes. I thought that was really great. And then the fucking masters show up and want their property back. Just start throwing fireballs and shit. Getting all crazy. We hear a dragon land. Here we are. We get a good battle. I want next season or next episode to be two fucking battles at once. I want Bastard Bull in the north, and I want the Dothraki and dragons fighting the Masters. Oh, that would be, with the Unsullied, that would be fucking awesome. The Unsullied on the dragons and the Dothraki side. The Masters do not know the size of that army. That is awesome. That is so cool. Now, question. Where are the other two dragons? Took the fucking shackles off the other two dragons. Where are they? Open up the fucking pyramid and let those two guys out and throw them at the Masters. Why are we not doing that? Alright, cool. That's my other complaint. Moving over to Bravos. This is a long review. Sorry. I'll make this fast. So, Arya gets stabbed, he's stabbed, and then she goes to the actress. The actress helps her out. That was really awesome. It's like pretty much her only friend in that town. It's cool. So the actress finally gets, so that happens right away at the beginning, and then towards the end, the actress gets fucking killed off because, you know, the name was promised, whatever the fuck. That parkour scene with the waif chasing Arya, awesome. That is some good shit. That's what I wanted. And the way this ends is so good, but it's not what I expected. What I expected, if you are part of the internet in any way, you've probably heard like 6 different theories about what was going to happen here, about everyone's theories, because Arya wasn't exactly acting like Arya last episode, and she got stabbed pretty fucking hardcore. A lot of people, now there's one theory that Arya and Waif were the same person, like some Tyler Durden narrator, Edward Norton Fight Club shit. That was not confirmed. So I didn't really like that one as much as I thought it would have been like Jaqen wanted to teach the Waif a lesson. Now this is a theory that apparently wasn't confirmed, but I thought it would have been crazy if Jaqen or whoever Jaqen is, the guy who always read Jaqen's face, wanted to teach the Waif a lesson because she's getting so personal and she's not really supposed to be, like that. She's supposed to be no one and not hold grudges like she has to Arya. Hold such a grudge. I thought he was going to pretend to be fucking Arya, get stabbed a bunch, and then stab the shit out of her, take the mask off like, hey, it's me, Jack, and don't get so personal, Waif. I heard that theory, and I really liked that theory. It would have been some crazy faceless men shit. I thought that would have been a really cool ending. They didn't go that way. I did still like this, especially the chase. She jumps and lands on the stairs, and she's all fucking bloody, and then the Waif catches up with her. Genius, but again, we didn't get to see the fight. And I understand that there's no light, and that's where the genius goes. Arya could blind fight. Waif can't blind fight. So she fucking cuts the candle, bring it on. Ooh, that was cool. And I guess if we would have saw the fight, we wouldn't have got the cool reveal. So, alright, I'm okay with the fact that we didn't get to see that. Plus, it was in the dark. But the reveal at the end where she slams Waif's face up there. Like, mic drop. Fuck you, Jaqen. That's some awesome stuff. I really like that. That was a really cool ending to that. When she's like, I'm Arya Stark of Winterfell, I'm going home. Ugh! I mean, if this was any other season, I'd say that she's probably not going to get home, but apparently this season, travel takes a second, so she could probably just teleport there. Like some Wayne's World stuff. Okay, so there you go. Next episode is I think it's called Battle of the Bastards or something. Something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head right now, but whoa, this is going to be episode 9. Nice. Episode 9, of course, is always famous for being super actiony, hardcore, and I'm really excited. We have 2 big battles we can see. I'm really fucking pumped. So, there we go. I like this episode a lot. Did you like this episode a lot? What do you think's going to be going on? What was your favorite moments? Tell me in the comments. I know there's only 5 people who fucking watch this. One of them's me. So, if you are one of those people, you're not anonymous. There's a lot of people who watch it. Please like and comment. It would be awesome. Okay. Bye!